Hello everyone, this is Sudhir Kumar Dwivedi, Assistant Professor of Law from Gemtech School of Law, Greater Noida. The topic for today's lecture is related with the lease deed under the subject drafting, pleading and conveyancing. Under this lecture, we will try to understand what is the lease in short, and our focus will be on the formatting or structure of the lease deed. First of all, it is important to know what is the motto behind this deed, and we know that the Transfer of the Property Act 1882 make provisions for the transfer, usage and exchange of property from one party to another. This act deals with the various modes of the transfer, which include sale, exchange, mortgage, lease, and much more. The lease deed is a document that allows a person to transfer a property to another for a specific period on the condition that a consideration is paid on the property, that the rights and the obligations of the tenant to the landlord and vice versa are contained in the lease deed. Such instruments allow the transferee to retain its rights on the property, and as such the deed must be registered to for offer it a legal status. So by this we can understand that the lease is a document by which the rights and obligation of the tenant and landlord is decided. It is a document by which landlord transfer a property for under certain condition for the purpose of use. So it can be said that a lease is a contract outlining the terms and other and under which one party agrees to rent property owned by another party. It guarantees the lease also known as the it guarantees the lessee, also known as the tenant, use of the asset and guarantees the lessor, the property owner or landlord, regular payment for a specified period in exchange. So it can be said a lease is a contractual agreement calling for the lessee user to pay the lessor, that is the owner, for use of the asset. For example, a person leasing a car may agree to the condition that the car will only be used for personal use. The term rental agreement can refer to two kinds of the lease. So what is the lease deed? A lease deed is defined as a document that contains the terms of a contract where the tenant or the lessee has agreed to pay the lessor or the landlord a rent for the use of the property periodically. Now let's see what will be the format of the lease deed. This will start like this. This lease deed is made and executed at Delhi on so and so date between Srimati so and so, wife of so and so, resident of so and so, house number at so and so place, New Delhi, hereinafter referred to as the lessor, which expression shall, unless excluded or repugnant to the context, to be deemed to include legal heir, that is Mr. Paramjit Singh, husband of lessor, herein successor, executor, administrator, representative and assigned of the first part. After that, it will start between and one side there was the detail of the lessor, now it will be the detail of the lessee. Miss so and so having its registered office at so and so place through its it is if it is through its their directors so and so detail of that person, hereinafter referred as lessee, which expression unless ex, uh, excluded or repugnant to the excluded to the context of the shall include the main successor in interest and against the second part. Now the main thing will start, whereas the lessor has represented to the lessee that she is the owner of or landlord lady of the basement portion of construction at Yums 170 Greater Kailash, New Delhi, at measuring 760 square feet approximate covered area in the said premises and is desirous of letting out the same, hereinafter referred to the to as the demised premises demised premises, and whereas the lessee has offered to take the demised premises on lease and the lessor has agreed to let out the same on terms and conditions hereinafter specified. The first Now this agreement witnessed as under that the lessor hereby conveys to the lessee the basement portion of the said premises at measuring 760 square feet approx for a period of 24 months with effect from 1st September so and so year, rent of 4,000 per month only. It must be written in words as well, exclusive of electricity, water charges, actual bills, rental charges of telephone, fax whenever installed in the premises. Then the second para will be that the lease will be for an initial period of 24 months with effect from so and so date. In case the lease is remanded at the option of the lessor and with the enhanced increase of 10% of rent payable per annum immediately after expiry of 12 months period. The duration of the lease period 24 months is the essence of this agreement, with the provision that both the lessor and the lessee have the right to either terminate the lease even before the expiry of the lease period by giving 3 months written notice. The lease is therefore for a fixed period of 24 months with effect from so and so date, ending on so and so date. Thereafter, the lessor shall have the option to renew the lease for a further period of 2 years at the terms and conditions as laid out by the lessor. Then the third para will be that on date of execution of the lease deed, the lessee had paid a sum of so and so rupees, wide pay order number so and so, dated so and so, drawn on so in this name in whose name as a security deposit, which will be kept by the lessor for the due performance of the terms and conditions of the lease, free of interest. On termination of the lease, the lessor shall refund the security deposit, unadjusted advance rent, if any. In case the lessor fails to refund the security deposit, balance advance rent, the lessee shall be entitled to charge interest 21% per annum from the date of the termination of the lease till the date of refund. Additionally, the lessee shall be entitled to hold the possession of the property till the refund of the security deposit. Unadjusted advance is rent along with interest, if any, is made without the payment of the rent lease money. This will be applicable only on the production of documentary proof by the lessee to the lessor that all dues pertaining to the electricity and any other charges payable by the lessee have been cleared up to date. Then the next para will be that the lessee covenants with lessor as under, that the lessee agrees to pay monthly rent of 4,000 mentioned above on or before 7th day of every month. The lessee agrees to carry out minor repairs or replacement of broken parts in electrical and sanitary installation and classes himself, but major repairs pertaining to the structure of the house will have to be done by the lessor and when considered necessary by him. However, the lessee shall hand over the vacant physical possession of to the lessor on termination of the lease in the same condition as it had been have handed over to him on this date. So in this lease deed, it should be very strictly mentioned that what will be the responsibility of the lessee regarding the small maintenance and what will be the duty of the lessor regarding the structural change or maintenance pertaining to structure of the house, what will be the month rent, what will be the date when the rent will be paid. Then there will be clause that the lessee is for this lease is for a period of 24 months commencing from so and so date. The lessee shall give vacant possession of the premise to the lessor after the expiry of the lease period. That the lessee shall duly comply with all the local rules and regulation of the local authorities with regard to the use of the premises. Obviously, this is very important clause that the person who is taking the possession of the property and if there is certain rules and regulation of the society, the lessee must follow the rules and regulation of the society. Then there will be clause that the lessee shall pay the electricity charges in accordance with the bill at the rate determined by so and so electricity company. The meter reading on the date of the possession bill duly recorded. So there will be a clause regarding the electricity bill payment, water bill payment, and who will be the responsible to pay the rent. It must be who will responsible for the electricity bill must be very strictly mentioned, and what was the meter reading at the date of the time of this deed must be mentioned. Then that the demised premises have been let out to the lessee for authorized use only. So for any illegal purpose the premises should not be used. There must be a para regarding that. That the lessee shall permit the lessor or his duly authorized agent during reasonable hours in the daytime to enter upon the demised premises for inspection of the lessor's fixtures and fitting therein, and the premises as may be deemed fit by the lessor. After that, there will be a clause that the lessee at the expiry of this lease shall deliver peaceful and vacant possession of the premises to the lessor, together with the fitting and fixture installed in good condition as the same are at present. A reasonable wear and tear and damage by fire, earthquakes, civil commission, act of God expected, including lightning to fitting etc., but the excluding telephone, fax, computer and air conditioners. No woodwork etc. carried by the lessee shall be removed, damaged at the time of handing over the vacant possession of the demised premises. Then there will be para that the lessee shall not make any alteration of permanent nature within the premises as well as in the open space without the written consent of the lessor. That the lessor shall not interfere with the peaceful enjoyment of the property by the lessee, whether directly or indirectly. Then there will be para that the lessee shall keep the premises in the good tent, tenable condition and shall not cause any loss, damage to it, subject to a normal wear and tear of the premises. The lessee shall observe and perform at all time during the continuance of the terms hereby created all the terms and conditions herein as contained. That the lessee shall, in the event of unfortunate and unseen demise of the lesser, will for all purpose treat Mr. Paramjit Singh, husband of lesser, as the rightful receiver of the rent or another dues payable by the lessee as per the terms set forth above in the deed, without any let or hindrance. The said Mr. So and so will have the full authority to enforce any or all provisions contained in this agreement. He shall by my sole beneficiary and executor. Then there will be para that the lessee will not park any motor car or any other vehicle in this outer driveway of the premises at any time both inside and outside the main gate. That the lessor hereby covenants with the lessee as follows: that the lessor has good right and full power and absolute authority to lease the demised premise to the lessee in manner herein contained, to observe the perform that all times during the continuance of their terms hereby created all the terms and conditions contained in the lease by virtue of which the lessor is holding the said premise, and to keep the lessee identified indemnified against the any breach or consequences thereof. Then to pay discharge all rates and taxes, whether municipal or otherwise, and to her assessment and outgoing which payer payable in respect of the lessor failing to pay and any such amount when the same shall fall due for the payment. The lessee shall be entitled to pay the same on behalf of the lessor and to deduct the amount so paid from the rent payable by the lessee or the lessor hereunder. Then there will be next paragraph to comply with at his own cost all the requirements and regulations of the municipals or other lawful authority concerning the demised premises to the observed by the owner landlady. Then there is the next paragraph that the lessee paying the lease money hereby reserved and performing the several covenants, conditions, and agreements herein contained, and on its part to be observed and performed, the lessee shall peaceably hold and enjoy the demised premises together with the lesser fixture and fitting therein during the said terms without any interruption or disturbance from the or by lessor or any person claiming through under or in trust for the lessor. That it is hereby mutually agreed and declared by the parties hereto as follows: in the event of demised premises or any part thereof being destroyed or damaged by fire, earthquake, flood, war, uh, you can say any civil raid, civil rights, or any act of God, etc., lease shall at the option of the lessee be terminated, and in the event of the lessee being desirous of any part thereof, as the case may be, so as to enable the lessor to repair the damage in the same, and the rents hereby reserved shall remain suspended till the demised premises or any part thereof, as to the case may be, reinstated or restored to its former state and possession if delivered over the lessee for the remaining part of this lease, if any. So there will be again few conditions like that. The terms and condition of this agreement as stated above shall be binding on both parties. There must be clause like that. Then there will be clause that if the rent is unpaid, what will be the power of the lessor, like here that any part thereof shall remain unpaid or more than 1 month, and if any covenant on the lease part there herein contained shall not be performed or observed by the lessee, and shall continue to do so for the period of 30 days after written notice by the lessor thereof to the lessee, then and in any of the said cases it shall be lawful for the lessor to enter the demised premises or upon any part thereof in the name of the whole, and the lease shall thereupon be terminated. Then there will be a clause like that the cost of preparation of the original lease and duplicate thereof and the stamp and registration fee and in the connection with the same shall be borne and paid by the lessee. The lessor shall retain the original of the lease deed and the lessee the duplicate thereof. Then the last para will be in witness whereof these presents have been executed by the parties hereto on the day, month, and year first mentioned herein above in the presence of witness. Then there will be sign of the lessor and lessee. There will be sign of two witnesses. It is important to note that section 105 and section 1 from section 105 to section 111 must be of the Transfer of Property Act 1882 must be kept in mind even while framing these type of deeds, while framing the lease deed. That's all about the structure of the lease, and we can leave some part depending on the nature of the lease. What will be the terms and conditions? I have taken example as a very general example what should be mentioned regarding the repairing clause, regarding the bill payment, regarding the payment of the amount if not paid, what will be the condition. So if it is mentioned in the lease, it will be easy for the parties, both parties. There will not arise any dispute regarding in future, and if it is not written, then it will be difficult for both side to reach on any suitable amicable resolution. That's why it is very important that all the conditions which are necessary must be mentioned in lease deed. Thank you.